Welcome back, everybody, to a younger view in sports. My name is James Irvin, and today I will be giving you my top 10 NFL teams coming out of Week 3, heading into Week 4. So let's kick things off with the Chicago Bears and the LA Rams. Yes, obviously I don't want to put the Bears on my top 10. Packers fan, of course, but with them beating the Falcons, who like to choke every single game they have or they play, I feel like they have to be. They're 3-0, and I feel like them switching out Mitchell Trubisky for Nick Foles, I feel like they're a better team. And then the LA Rams, coming in at number 10 as well. They lost to a good team in Buffalo. They were getting crushed there, but came back. That's partly Buffalo's fault for pulling back. But that proved to me LA isn't a bad team. They just got a bad start. And before you say anything, James, you can't do a tie. Why are you putting a tie? Of course I can do a tie. It's my show. I make the rules. Coming in, another 3-0 team is the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Steelers fans, you might be mad at me for putting a couple of 2-1 teams ahead of you and you're leading your division, and I have the Ravens ahead of them, but I'm not sold on them. They would have had a pretty big test coming up against Tennessee Titans, but that game got canceled for COVID. I'm just going to treat that like I do bye weeks. Nobody moves spots in bye weeks. So, that being said, they've beat the Giants, the Broncos with Jeff Driscoll, and then the Houston Texans, who are all 3. Pittsburgh beat a team that has at least one win on the season, and not their combined record is 0-9. Beat a team with one win on the season, and you'll sell me. Up next, coming at number 8, is the New England Patriots. Yes, New England Patriots, 2-1. They faced the Oakland Raiders, who I think we all overreacted on that Monday night. And pretty much Pittsburgh dominated them with the run game. They brought it down, passing. That passing game needs a little bit of work with Cam Newton, but when they're running the ball, that defense is still very, very good. But yeah, when they're running the ball effective, and they're running the ball well. They pretty much dominated Las Vegas, and I think they're improving week by week. I think they're just going to get better. Speaking of a team that is in that same boat, is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, also known as Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yes, Tom Brady's new team, making their debut in the top 10. Coming in at number 7, we all watched the Week 1 game where they got pretty much destroyed by New Orleans. And we can expect that, they didn't have any preseason games. It was Week 1 of a new team and a new system. So, we can expect some mistakes, but they're getting better, and they're getting better, and they're getting better on the offensive side. And on the defensive side, that defense is very underrated. Nobody is talking about that defense enough. They are stopping the run well. They have a good safety. They drafted a rookie, Anton Winford, in the draft. So they got him. So I think they improved that defense. And that defense with Devin White, is very underrated. Nobody's talking about it. And Tom Brady and that Buccaneers offense needs to be better. I think Buccaneers are winning that division now with the Saints collapse. Coming in at number 6 is the Tennessee Titans. Yeah, that's right. Ryan Tannehill had a sloppy game, but with Derrick Henry coming out and running people over, running it down their throats as he does, close win against the 0-3 Vikings. But they pulled it out. They got the job done, and in Week 1, we were all freaking out. Steven Gostkowski is the worst kicker to ever kick a football ever. He's not. He went 6 for 6, just an off night in Week 1. But, Ryan Tannehill didn't even have the best game, and the Titans still came out and won. So, very good job. Titans coming in at number 6. Number 5 is the Buffalo Bills. They're a team that beat the LA Rams. They were beating them 28-3, dominating them like I thought they would, but then they pulled back a little bit, and the Rams came back in that game. But yeah, Buffalo, Josh Allen is slowly becoming elite. That defense is very good, still very, very good. And Josh Allen keeps making plays. He can turn the ball over a little bit, but that's still fine. Josh Allen is becoming a very good quarterback in this league, or for eyes, and this is their division to lose. Very interesting matchup between Buffalo and New England coming up. Up next at number 4 is the Baltimore Ravens, who kind of got blown out on Monday night. Didn't really get blown out, but the Kansas City Chiefs dominated them pretty much all game. Yes, the gap is over now. I was tired of people saying Lamar Jackson's best quarterback in the league. He's not anymore. It was proven that it was Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in this league right now. Yeah, it's not Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson did not look that good. He didn't throw the ball too well, and when they stopped the run game, They had nothing else to go to. That Patrick Mahomes tore up that defense like we all predicted he could, and that defense is still very good. Baltimore is still a good team. I just think it's Kansas City's time to rule the AFC. So yeah, when they couldn't pass the ball, they couldn't run the ball. When Lamar Jackson, tried to show off his speed, they combated it next play. Lamar Jackson needs to develop his pocket passing a little bit more. But Baltimore is still a very good team. Not to take this out. They blew out the 2-1 Rams in week 1, and they dominated the next game. So Baltimore is still a good team. Coming in at number 3 is my Green Bay Packers. Yes, that's right. Dominant win. Beating 10 points against New Orleans in New Orleans. But should we really count that as in New Orleans? There wasn't really any crowd. Got the hard count. Whatever. Green Bay won on the road against New Orleans. It was a great team win without Devontae Adams. Allen Lazard looking like a star. Very underrated number 2 receiver. He's an okay 1 receiver. Great 2 receiver, it looks like. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, he is playing with a chip on his shoulder, and he is mad about them drafting Jordan Love. He is mad. That defense does need improvement because they could not tackle Alvin Kamara as Alvin Kamara ran up and down that field. So great performance from him. But all in all, the offense pulled through enough, beating them by 2 scores. Still the highest scoring offense in this league. Great team win for the Green Bay Packers. Number 2, narrow win against the Dallas Cowboys is the Seattle Seahawks. Green Bay and Seattle can flip-flop either way. They're both for their defenses need a little bit of work. But I just think Russell Wilson is amazing. With DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, all those guys running around, this is Russell Wilson's year to win MVP. Beating the Dallas Cowboys, staying at number 2. They would be number 1, but my next team at number 1 is the Kansas City Chiefs. When the Chiefs beat the Baltimore Ravens, one of the teams that we all consider the better league in the team, or better team in the league, they have to be number 1. That was the test. Whoever's going to be number 1 would have been Kansas City or Baltimore. And it looks like Kansas City. Kansas City dominated that. And right now, I don't think anybody can stop Kansas City. How you're going to beat Kansas City is you're going to put up 60 points just to hold them back a little bit. Maybe. And their defense didn't even look that bad against a very good offense in Baltimore. I think Kansas City's time to rule the NFL is now. There's my top 10 teams in the NFL. So tie at 10 between Chicago Bears and the LA Rams. Number 9, Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 8, New England Patriots. Number 7, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number 6, Tennessee Titans. 5, Buffalo Bills. 4, Baltimore Ravens. 3, Green Bay Packers. 2, Seattle Seahawks. And 1, Kansas City Chiefs. Let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like on this video. Make sure to subscribe. Thank you for listening.